Hello dears, and welcome back to the channel Benidorm by Anna. Welcome back to the latest Benidorm news update. Everything that is going on in one of the top favorite places for holidays in Spain, Costa Blanca. We bring you 3 different news today, plus the weather forecast as we usually do every Monday and Friday. First of all, we will be talking about the situation in tourism. We'll be letting you know which kind of events are happening right now. By the way, one of these events, we will be participating in it directly this Sunday already. So make sure if you're in Benidorm, check it out. And maybe you will want to participate as well. The second news is about a brand new law, a change in the law, better to say, which starting from 1st of October will be valid. And how it actually makes the situation difficult for many hotels and agencies and tourism sector in Spain in general, because people might just go elsewhere because of this. And the last news will be about Benidorm's or Alicante tram, a lovely small white and orange train that circulates between Alicante and Benidorm, and then from Benidorm towards Denia as the last stop. What happened with this train? It's not the first time already, and probably not the last one. And we will finish up with the weather forecast, because the weather has been quite strange and will continue to be like this, at least for a few more days. Let's start today's video. First of all, let's talk about the tourism in our region right now, mid towards the end already of September. Cannot believe that the first calendar autumn month is almost over. Did anyone else just get this feeling, or is it just us? Let us know here in the comments. But overall, September has been very nice here in our particular region of Costa Blanca, Benidorm, and beyond it as well. And there's been people arriving non-stop, tourists of a different kind, not so much families with children, but couples, solo travelers, groups of professionals too. A lot of groups and teams, better to say, of football, for example, cyclists, tennis players, basketball, whatever it is. Many teams are coming here because they are still able to train when back in their country it is not always possible. And they organize these type of international trips to our region, and many hotels actually do work with them and collaborate with them. So you will see quite a lot of groups of professionals staying here about and around. So not only solo travelers and childless couples are arriving right now. A lot of international tourists. For national ones, it's not the case so much, because people love to travel in summer. And right now, unless it's when the specific programs for pensioners will start, mostly international tourists are visiting the area. We have quite a few events happening out here. First of all is the Solidarity March and Running Contest, either 5K or 10K, that will be happening in Benidorm this Sunday. We are taking participation in this event in particular for the first time ever, not going to be the last one probably. And this event is supported by private schools, by hospitals, by insurances, by many important companies of the region, and now we will be one of them. Apart from taking participation in it, because we're actually registered for the walk of 5K, because we're going with our daughter and she will not be able to run 5K, not at least for now, maybe next year, who knows. Apart from that, we will be donating all the all the amount that the video from this Solidarity March and 10 or 5K will obtain from our channel Benidorm by Anna. All this money will be donated directly to the association that is organizing this event. We will make this public, so everything that we get from the first day will be donated directly to their account. And we hope that if you are here, if you love these type of solidarity events, if you want to participate, you are able to register on their website, or actually come there between 7:30 and 8:30 towards the town hall square in Benidorm by the Bristol Hotel, and you will be able to register there last minute. So maybe we'll see some of you on Sunday here in Benidorm town. The 5K at least is the one that's going from the town hall towards the Levante Beach, all the Levante Beach forward and then return. This is approximately the 5K that a lot of families, a lot of children will be doing too. Apart from that, there are some other events up until 22nd of September, up until this Sunday. We are having the cocktails contest. There's theaters, there's movies, there's different expositions. There are presentations of different kinds, music as well. And it's just nice to have another things to do apart from going to the beach, because that is still a possibility if you're coming now on holidays. Also, very interesting and important news: whenever you will start booking hotels with Servi Group Hotels Group, we filmed quite a few videos with them. They were very nice to let us inside of their hotels, so thank you to them for it. And we've seen that they are changing their logo, so the old one of Servi Group will no longer be there. They refreshed, rebranded themselves, and now this is the brand new logo type that they will be using for all Servi Group hotels. This is a logo that is inspired in the founder of this group and his legacy. So very interesting, very professional looking, and very different from what they've used to have. I'm quite curious what you think about this logo. Let us know if you love it or not. But just so that you know, this is the same Servi Group Hotels Group, just the logo is different, because I'm quite sure a lot of you will be surprised and will think you're in the wrong hotel or wrong spot when you will see this logo on their websites. But it is exactly the same hotel's chain. Let's continue with the second news for today, and it is about a threat of a kind from the government to different types of touristic destinations that are located here in Spain. For example, Benidorm town, because government will be asking sensitive data. Some people and a lot of people and a lot of organizations consider it sensitive data, such as, for example, your email address, your phone number, your home address, your card number, even your bank account number or international bank account number, which is IBAN, amongst other ones. And also the relationship between people who are staying in the same room, especially taking into consideration the minors. All this information will need to be given whenever you travel to Spain, as per the brand new law that will take place starting from 1st of October. Even up until now, I must say that as a former hotel industry worker, first as a receptionist, as assistant receptionist, then as a receptionist, then as a head of reception, head of reservations department, I did see quite a lot of cases where especially international tourists do not like to share this sensible data with accommodation options, even though it is safe, even though there are special protocols, even though this data will not be shared with anyone else. People, knowing how digitalized the world is, what AI is capable of, the artificial intelligence, knowing what can be done with this sensitive data, people just do not want to risk it. And they give, if so, one phone number and one email per reservation. That is that, nothing more. But now all this might change. Also, tourism associations are against it. They're saying that a lot of people might be choosing other places for their reservations and for travels, because not everyone are willing to share this type of sensitive information. I'm not gonna blame them, I must say. You think twice nowadays whom you give your information to, and the more places you have it stored, the more possibilities there are that it's gonna be leaked somewhere. Even if everyone are saying us it is safe, but as you know, hackers are alive, they're everywhere in the world, and No place is 100% safe as much as they have special safety measurements implied inside of these establishments. And also, it is a very, very difficult situation for different hotels or accommodation options. Imagine that whenever you're going to a hotel, usually there's 1 or 2 people per shift if you're lucky, depending on the hotel. Obviously, sometimes there is more, but a typical hotel on average has 1 person when it's lower affluence hours, and then 2 in peak moments. Even in summer, it is like this. So imagine if you need to ask for each person inside of a reservation during peak moments of the year, all these details and all this data. All of this has to be entered manually because this data is encrypted. If you reserve through booking.com, for example, or any other website, this data automatically does not migrate to the system of hotels. This happened a lot actually. A lot of people were asking, but I've put all this data inside of the website where I booked it. How come you don't have it? A lot of the times these websites do not share the 100% of the data with hotels, just the basics, even for credit or debit cards. A lot of the times we simply do not have it because you've paid directly to this website. And this is why it's needed to repeat the process twice, which is unnecessary, which takes a lot of time and will make probably even bigger queues in some establishments. So hopefully something might be done still to prevent this from happening. Maybe they will see the amount of claims that they are receiving from different hotels and tourism industry in general, agencies as well, etc. Political parties, even local. Maybe things will change, but if not, from 1st of August, we will see how much information actually the accommodation options will ask, because one thing is what the law requires, but seeing the situation, maybe, just maybe, establishments will be slightly more flexible and will not ask so many details. Maybe just copy and paste it from one person to the other. Just an idea. We'll see how it will be in reality. And the last news that I wanted to share with you all is about tram, our loveliest tram that is connecting the whole entire bay here of the Mediterranean Sea in Costa Blanca region. Not all of it, obviously, but the big part of it, from Alicante up until Denia, stopping in Benidorm town. Line number 1 connects Alicante, Benidorm, Benidorm, Alicante, and line number 9 connects Benidorm, Denia, Denia, Benidorm. And obviously in between, there's a lot of different points and villages that you are able to visit comfortably. Right now, all the road works, railroad, are being finished, and by the end of this year already, obviously, you will be able to travel without no kind of extra stops, unnecessary stops, and without the need to change to the bus on your way to Denia, which is what you needed to do once you've passed Altea town. This tram, in particular line number 9 from Benidorm to Denia, lately has some unfortunate series of events and accidents, and they all are happening in the same exact spot. 2 of them recently. One was in August, exactly the same spot as this one right here that happened just yesterday. And this is probably a crossroad. Some villages here do have very, very low visibility. You cannot see from far away where the tram is unless you have it already right next to you. And they are so silent that if you go inside of the car, for example, you just simply do not hear that they're coming. And sometimes signals or signs are just lacking in some specific places, to be honest. So this tram is once again the main character of the newspapers today, with an accident it had with one of normal typical vehicle of people who were going out from school. Luckily no one got injured, but basically they crashed one into the other like this, and luckily everything is all right. But this gives us something to think, and for local authorities, for everyone to be safe, both people who travel in tram and those who are traveling with their vehicle, to be safe and to check all the lines, all the stops, and where the tram is passing, to make sure it is safe, to make sure it's correctly signaled and all the signs are placed where they should be, because there are some specific points along the ride with the tram where if you are not careful, you might have an accident. So now the municipal authorities of Denia will be on it, and hopefully all of it will be solved. Tram is a great option to discover all this area. If you don't have a vehicle with you, you can travel from Benidorm to Alicante, Villajoyosa, San Juan, Campello, Albir, Alfaz del Pi, Teulada, Altea, Moraira, up until Calpe, or even Denia at the end of it. Definitely you're able to see a lot of different beautiful places. You will see the seashore, you will see almond trees, olives, lemon trees, orange trees, grenade trees, avocado ones, and much more. While you travel, it's just great to see what this area is looking like, which are authentic, typical parts of it as well, outside of touristic areas. There are special cards that give you some amount of travels, like for example bonus of 10 travels, 20 the monthly one, the annual one, for youngers, for seniors, for students. There's a lot of different options, or just singular usual ticket for both ways, or just one way only. And it's great because it has very wide schedule, and it's working quite well. It is slow, it's not the same as to go with a car, but it's a good option if you don't have a rented vehicle here, or if you want to go somewhere where local buses of Benidorm are not able to bring you to. By the way, we have videos about Benidorm's tram station. Check it out. We also have videos about how the tram works on an example from Albir towards Benidorm or Albir towards Alicante. We will show all of it to you. And it is here already on the channel, so that you could get familiar with how it actually looks like, what the machines are looking like, where you purchase the tickets, how is all this traveling, so that you wouldn't be as nervous to take the tram for the first time here on your own, thanks to our videos. And if you did travel with the tram, let us know what your experience was. And now let's talk about the weather already. The weather has been quite strange these days, not gonna lie. It was raining, pouring just a day ago. We needed it, much needed rain though. And it is quite cloudy. You know, it was very sunny at the beginning of today, but towards the end of this day, Friday, there's gonna be some more clouds, and it looks like a typical summer/autumn already that we are used to in our region. So it's great to see the climate is back more or less into its normal state. I suppose it goes by phases, by waves like this. So now we're in the good one, and maybe then the temperatures will rise in the next years and will go down as it did this year. We barely had any heat waves this year, by the way, which is very promising and positive. So today it's going to be sunny with some clouds. There might be some rain today, tomorrow, and on Sunday. By Monday, sunshine should be back again. It doesn't mean it won't be sunny these days. It's just we might have like between sunshine, clouds, and maybe just a couple of drops of rain. It's going to be a mix of different types of weathers all in one. There shouldn't be any kind of rainstorms though, but we'll see how it goes. Things might change by weekend. As for the temperatures, we will have temperatures between 27 to 29 degrees on the sunshine, but it shouldn't be more than 30, which is also typical for this time of the year. It's still great outside. We are with very light summer blouses too, with t-shirts, shorts. People are wearing dresses, flip-flops, even swimwear for the beach. It is a typical summer clothing still, but by evening or early morning, you need to bring something cozy because it is getting slightly more chilly, around 20 something degrees. The water temperature is still great, 26 degrees, so you are able to swim in the sea if you are coming for that reason to our region. And having some lovely day outside on the beach is also a possibility. Thank you for accompanying us on today's Benidorm news video, the latest news update from our region and Costa Blanca, Spain. We wish you a great day, great holidays if you are on ones. Have a lovely weekend, and we'll see you with a new video very, very soon. Bye, dears.